This is the before look, and now I'm going to be showing you the after look in just a few moments. Hey guys, it's me Vanessa, and I am back with another beauty video. Today I am going to be showing you guys how I do my quick weaves, and it's so easy. I believe that you can do it too, so that's why this is the DIY quick weave session. So I just took out the part of the hair that I want to leave out, and I'm going to take out a little tiny bit of hair on the top part sides and the bottom sides, because that's all I want to be left out. I'm going to braid my hair into 4 braids. I like to put oil moisturizer cream onto my braids because I find that when I do this, when I take out my braids are moist, my hair is not breaking or dry. So if you guys feel like when you take your braids out and your hair is like it gets matted, try using a little bit of moisturizing cream and see if that helps. So that's just the basic oil moisturizer I use. It's African Pride, I believe. Any beauty supply store has it. Now that I'm done braiding my hair, I'm going to put the stocking cap on. And I'm using this lip liner to draw the line where I want my lash track to stop. I find this is very important so that I don't overlap onto the hair that I want to be left out. So that stuff I was just pouring in the bowl, that is the Wonder Weave solution. And you can get that at any beauty supply as well. And I'm just going to apply this stuff all over the hair, and it's going to stop where that line is at. This tinted brush, this really helps a lot. I don't recommend just using your fingers or using like a brush or a comb. I would say try using this brush. I think it works the best. And you can get it at any beauty supply. I think it's like $2, $2.50 at the most. So yeah. So I'm just going to apply a good amount all over, and I'm going to blow dry this dry. It's supposed to be a little hard when it's done drying, and you want it to be hard. You want it to be all dried up, and that way it protects your hair at the best. And if it's not all the way dry, you might have problems with the glue pieces staying on your hair. So I'm just measuring the track, and I'm going to apply it onto the cap. And I concentrate on the edges because that is the part that usually comes loose the quickest. And you want your weave to stay on as long as possible. So I hold down those edges, and I also use hairspray to spray it. I find this really helps with making the glue stick. And then I just take my 2 fingers and I lay tracks down coming to the front. And so I just do this method all the way going up until the tracks are all filled in. So what do you guys think? It's pretty easy, right? I think you can do this. And I keep looking up because I am watching this series called Black Cake, and it's on Hulu, and it's pretty good, so that's what I've been watching. So that's why I keep looking up as I work. If you guys seen or heard of it, let me know in the comments. So now I am at the top. I'm about to lay down my lash track, and afterwards I'm going to sit under the dryer for about 10 minutes until this glue completely dries. Now that it's dry, I am going to cut this part of the stocking cap off. I'm being a little impatient as I cut, but I advise you guys to be patient so that you do not cut your hair. And I got the stocking cap off without cutting my hair. So did that successfully. Now the next step will be to just flat iron this whole thing. And as I flat iron it, I'm going to bevel it or kind of curl it under a little bit, give it a slight bump, not too much, but just a slight bump. Now my hair looks like it's gonna be a little tougher trying to blend this in with the weave hair. My hair is much softer and I see it wants to be a little frizzy, so I'm gonna have to work with it a little bit so it can blend in properly. So yes, I'm watching the show Black Cake and it is getting pretty good. If you guys seen it, please let me know. Let me know if you're watching it as well and what do you think about that. So I probably should have wrapped it, and that would have helped make the hair blend in with the weave hair better. But that's a little trick for you guys. So if your hair is not blending well at this point, just wrap it for about 15 to 20 minutes and it should help it blend in much better. So now I'm just cutting it, and I start from the back. I bring the back part forward and I cut that piece, and then I use that as my guide going around. Now cutting can be a little tricky because sometimes I lose my guide, but if you have your guide in place, you won't get lost. Now in order to make this side even with that side, I'm going to bring the other half of the hair forward using a small piece from the other side that I have already cut, and then I'm going to use that as my guide for this way. Try to make it as even as I possibly can. So I'm just gonna try to match the hair up. I'm matching it together on both sides just to make sure that things are even. If the cutting gets a little hard, you can always have someone just cut it for you. But I would say just try it. You never know, you may can do it. It's really not that hard, but this is the hardest part for me since you can't see in the back. But the best thing to do is start from the back, bring it forward, cut it, and have your guide and go around. Now I am finished cutting, and now it's time for me to do the last step. So now I'm going to add some serum to the top part, and I'm going to give it another flat iron, hoping to blend it in a little more. So here is the end result. I've completed my little long bob, but after I looked at it, I did like it, but I wanted it to go a little shorter. So a couple of days later, bam, I made it a little shorter, and I think I like this better. Tell me, what do you guys think? Longer or shorter? If you guys liked and enjoyed this video and learned something, please press like and subscribe. Peace and love.